Hi, my name is Johnny Major. Welcome to my new channel. This is my first video. I think I'm just going to do videos on probably development, probably more JavaScript related, stuff dealing with the IBM, maybe get crazy and do some RPG. I'm not sure. I work for CNX Corporation. What you just heard is my dog in the background. I work for CNX Corporation. Their flagship product is Valence. I'm going to be going over creating a Node application server using valence-connect that just went GA as of late last night. My videos won't be always about Valence or where I'm working. I think it'll be more of things that I'm doing, like tools that I'm using. I know on my list to do is the next couple videos I'm probably going to work on something for BPM.js, something that I recently used. So yeah, this first one though is really I just want to show how quick and easy we could quickly create a Node application server in the IBM. The first thing is we're just going to dive right in, and I'm going to SSH into our IBM. You could you could use Q shell, QP, 2term, but I prefer just SSH. So let's just do that. Okay, now that we're in, I already know that I have a directory of Johnny apps that I want to go into before I do anything. So I'm going to go right into that. And now that I'm there, I'm just going to follow what the README says for valence-connect on NPM, the website. This is it right here. Again, if you want to know more about CNX or Valence, you can read that, go to those links. But I'm just going to follow this clean install. So it's fairly straightforward. So we're just going to make a new directory. Back me. I'm going to go into that directory. And now that I'm in it, I'm going to first do an npm init. And I want to do yes because I don't want to deal with the prompts. You should always be doing npm inits, especially if you're dealing with Node application servers or any Node apps. I'm not going to go into detail why. You just should always be doing that. Maybe that could be a future video. So the last thing right now is just installing Valence. So I'm going to, or valence-connect. So I'm going to install valence-connect. And it's important that we say save when we're installing it. So that's going down. It's pulling down Valence and then other packages that Valence needs. So that's happening right now, and that's all happening on our IBM. On the README, there's a documentation section. So this is information on things that you could things you could use with valence-connect. I want to get session information. I want to get user information. Really, valence-connect is pretty much like the middleware for your Node application server, and then Valence. So dealing with security, session management, and all that stuff. But I'm going to move back up to the top where we were when we're creating this, and let's see where we're at. All right, so it's installed the package, but it's not finished yet. So the last thing we have to deal with is some prompts, really quick and easy. So valence-connect knows that it's being installed in a new clean directory, so an empty directory. So it's asking, do you want it to automatically create your application skeleton? We want yes, of course. We don't want to do extra work, so we're going to say yes. This is going to be it's asking for the URL, so the valence-connect web service URL. This can be found in Valence's administration app, so the portal administration. So I'm going to go right into there, and we're going to go to web services, the section for web services. We're going to drill into connect, and right here you're going to see this icon button that's going to be the URL. So here's our URL, and I'm just going to simply copy it. So this is the URL it needs. I'm going to move back over here. Now that it's in my clipboard, I'm going to paste it. Okay. This is asking for the port number. This is the port number for your new Node application server running on your IBM. So you want to give it a port that's available. So I know that 7152 is available, so I'm going to give it that. And then, are you running Valence for IBM? Yes. So we're running Valence 5.2, and it's installed and running on the IBM, and it's running off Apache. So take the default. Logging. So if you're already familiar with Valence, you know that there's logging being done that you can turn on for communication from the front end those calls, let's say from the browser or the mobile devices, and that are calling your RPG programs and what your RPG programs are responding back with, and it just logs it. This is just saying, do you want to turn logging on for this Node application server so that when you're in Valence, like the administrator of Valence or the developer that is trying to investigate some kind of issue, all of your logs are in one location. So your Node application server, or if you're just running Valence 5.2 normal without Node off Apache, those logs are in one central location. So we're going to say no, take the default. Okay, that's it. Now we want to start it. So now everything's installed. So we're going to start that Node server, and you can see there's in the documentation on starting the Node server, it's really easy. All we have to just do is an npm start, and now it's up. Okay, to quickly test this, you could just go to your IBMI's IP address and then the port that the new port you put in for the Node server. So I'm just going to go to CNX DevX because that's where it's at. 7152 is the port. And we should expect to get something. And we did. Sweet. Okay. It responded. So it's listening. We could take it down. So I'm going to cancel it. So now it's down. And now we should get nothing. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm just going to npm start it back up. And the last thing I want to do is just demonstrate the example that's built in with valence-connect. And I'm going to be lazy and click on the link. Okay. So there's one example that's prepackaged, and that's just purely just going to give us a list of customers that are in a DB2 file called table called demo CMAS. That's always, every installation of Valence always has this one demonstration file. So we're going to go back to Valence administration, and we're going to switch to apps. We're going to create a new app for Valence. So what's the name of the app? We'll just call it valence-connect demo. And the path. So the path, this is important. So it's going to be the full URL to the Node server that you just created. So that's going to be http://cnx.cnxcorp.com, and then the port 7152, and then we will see in the README that there's a path. So it's going to be apps customers index.html. I'm just going to copy it, paste it. I'll change the icon real quick to a house. Okay, now that we've added this new application to the Valence portal, now we should be able to run it. And here it is, valence-connect demo. Let's click on it. And there we go. So here's our list of customers that are coming out of that DB2 file that has a name of demo CMAS. Perfect. The last thing I could quickly show is the actual structure that was automatically created for us. And what you'll see is there's some really important things would be is under the routes, the valence.js. I'm not going to go into super detail about this. However, like I said earlier, you can think of valence-connect as middleware. So any requests that are coming into your Node server that, let's say, starts with valence / whatever, let's say valence / set inventory, whatever route you have, it will check right away first if that user or that session is valid. And if it's not, it won't go to it won't proceed to your route. So anything that you have going on, it has to pass the authentication process first before proceeding. The other thing you'll see is that there's a valence.json in the root, and that's the same information that we just put in that prompt process when we're installing valence-connect. So that URL is that web service URL. The IBMI is true, and that's what it asks. Are you running Valence on IBMI? Yes, we are, so it's true. And then we said no, don't turn logging on. So that's why it's defaults to false. So if you need to change these, you could easily do that in the valence.json. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed seeing how quick and easy we could just create a Node application server on the IBMI. And hope to see you soon.